I think overall, I just feel like I just want to be better. I feel like I'm so proud of how far I've come, especially from coming from such a hard year last year. I feel like I'm in such a great place and I'm so proud of myself. But I think just where I am now, I'm just like, I want to be even better. I want to be better in health. I want to be better with nonprofit. I want to be better with finances. Like, I just want to level up, and I know that there's things that I can do to get to that point. I want the person that I want to attract, I want to be that person. Like, the things that I'm asking for, I want to be that person. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Brianna Thazard's journey. First off, I am in a very much of a different location than I typically am in. I'm typically in my YouTube room, and I was like, you know what? This year, I said I'm posting a video every Sunday, so whether I could be in the room or not, I want to make sure I'm posting a video. So first off, thank you for anyone who is watching this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we are going to get right into it. So if you watched my last video, it was talking about the month of April. That month was honestly so crazy for me. I just felt all over the place. I didn't feel organized. I felt like I was stressed. I felt like I was just like harping on the past and just really not in an overall good mental space. And so May, thank God we made it to May. I feel like this month already has started off on a great foot. And I think the conversation that I'm having with myself, just kind of like in my head, is getting yourself together. And of course that can mean different things for anyone. Like, getting yourself together can be getting a new career or buckling down with finances. But for me personally, I think where I'm at right now is just kind of like doing a scope of my whole life, like where I'm at. Where do I want to be financially? Where do I want to be career-wise? Where do I want to be in terms of health? Where do I want to be in terms of relationships? And of course, you know, I always believe in the power of prayer, but I do believe that you can put things in place so that you can get to where you need to get to. Of course, prayer helps and you need that along the way, but also putting a plan in place on, okay, this is what I'm going to do in order to get to this place. So the first thing I would definitely say, where I feel like, okay, this is the part where I need to focus on, I'm going to start with health. With me, I am a big fluctuator. I can be small, then I can get big, then back, and in the middle, and like just all over the place. So I feel like for me, where I'm at now, I have to, be consistent with working out. But with anything, like, of course you can be consistent with working out, but you have to still eat healthy. And so I feel like I'm in a space right now where I'm like, okay, you have to do something, because it's just so back and forth. So for me, I know a lot of people are doing like the 75 hard challenge, and I haven't really looked too much into it, but I feel like I kind of want to do my own modification of just like doing something consistently for 75 days. And so one thing that I want to do for sure is to start doing intermittent fasting. I feel like I've done that in the past. It's been very successful, and I haven't been doing that really much now. So definitely want to get back into intermittent fasting and just doing that for 75 days straight and just seeing like, okay, what are the results that I yield and how is that going to just change my overall health? So one thing that I want to stick to is intermittent fasting. 2, another thing that I want to stick to is to have more of a calorie count. I think for me, I know some people don't like to count their calories. For me, I feel like I can just eat, and if I don't count and track what I'm doing, I'm a mess. But I feel like in the past, when I have actually tracked what I'm eating, then I'm like, okay, like, you've had enough, and so no more. And so for me, those are the 2 things in terms of health wise, or in terms of just like my overall weight. I would say being consistent with intermittent fasting and then calorie counting. Another thing that I definitely would say would be very helpful, and when it comes to the nonprofit world, if you don't know, I have a nonprofit organization where we celebrate the birthdays and milestones for youth in foster care in Prince George's County. And one of the biggest hurdles is finances and making sure that, you know, we actually have enough finances to celebrate all the birthdays and the milestones. So for 75 days straight, I am going to apply to new grants or any type of pitch competition, anything where I can be, where Memory Foundation can be getting some type of funds. So whether that's grants, whether that's doing pitch competitions to win funds, or whether that is literally asking on social media. But that's going to be a big part of our success. Of course, you know, we're still promoting on social media of, hey, this is what we do in the community, and we're definitely getting people who are donating, people who are volunteering, and more birthday requests. But we still got to get those grants coming through. So just focusing on grants and funds so that we can do what our mission is. And so that's what I'm going to do for the nonprofit in terms of health. Just, again, intermittent fasting, counting calories. One where I feel like I have been really shaky on is, I feel like in certain parts of life you have like this strong faith, but sometimes you have to kind of like recharge in order to get that faith back. And so I would say definitely in my faith walk, getting back to going into church on Sundays. I know, of course, there's online church, but for me personally, when I watch online church, I'm still on my phone. Like, I'll be scrolling on Instagram or looking at a text or texting people back. And so I want to actually be in church. This is my main focus, in getting that word. And so going back to church, inside the church, is definitely something I want to do consistently every Sunday. It really does something for me. It's kind of like going to a concert. Instead of watching it online, you're actually there. It's a total different experience. So actually going into the church, I would say, something that I want to get back to. Another thing I would say also is just in the morning, just having that like morning of gratitude. That changes the game. When you wake up in the morning and just say thank you, and you just go through all of your blessings, I feel like that start to the day is just honestly an amazing start. So those are just some of the things that I've been thinking about. I think overall, I just feel like I just want to be better. I feel like I'm so proud of how far I've come, especially from coming from such a hard year last year. I feel like I'm in such a great place and I'm so proud of myself. But I think just where I am now, I'm just like, I want to be even better. I want to be better in health. I want to be better with nonprofit. I want to be better with finances. Like, I just want to level up, and I know that there's things that I can do to get to that point. And so those are just some of the things that I've been thinking about. Of course, with me, a big part, I don't want this channel to be about relationships, but I feel like a big part of my journey is relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean romantic relationships. And I know where I'm at in my life, the season of where I am currently. Like, I do want a family, I do want a husband, I do want children, and just kind of figuring out, okay, when it comes to location where you're living, are you living in a place that's conducive for that? Are you meeting people that are on the same path of where you're looking to go? And so just really doing inventory. You know, I've been on the dating apps, and oh my gosh, even though I have hope for dating apps, I'm just like, okay, God, I need some help. So what direction should I be going in? Like, what do I need to do? But I think by getting back into that faith of going to church and having the morning of gratitude and actually hearing from God and talking to God, I feel like I would then be, my path would be directed in terms of what I need to do in the dating life. But yeah, just overall, just wanting to be better. Like, I just want to be better. I want to be better in every single area, but I know it starts with a plan. I know it then starts with consistency and, having people around me who are also doing the same things. I would say one thing that I'm really doing good, like I feel like I've been doing really well in this area for a very long time, is having good friends. Like, my circle is so strong. Everybody is on the path towards something. Some people are on a fitness goal. Some people are on a financial goal. Some people are on a career goal. Like, everybody is working towards something. I'm not really around people who are stagnant. And so I think that is such a big blessing, because I feel like that encourages me to be better and want to do more as well. But yeah, just kind of being in that space and honestly not going back to who I was. Like, I want to get to a point where when it comes to fitness, I'm not having to be like fluctuating back and forth because I'm consistent in something. I don't want to be, when it comes to nonprofit, I don't want to think about like the lack of funds because we're not there anymore, because we have applied for the grants. We know what it takes. We know what it is to do the pitch competitions. I want to, and even in my faith walk, of course you're going to have to continue to level up, but like, not going to church is like, we used to do that in the past, but we don't do that anymore. And so just kind of overall, just looking at the overall look of my life. And it's, first of all, this is so funny that I'm doing this in my car, because I was like, listen, girl, you said you were going to be consistent. You can't be in that YouTube room this week, but you're going to post this video. So first of all, proud of myself for even doing that. But I just want to prove to myself that I want to live this life and feel like, girl, you are living the life that you want to live. 1, because of prayer, 2, because of your circle, but 3, because you believe that you can have that and you're taking the steps towards that. Like, I don't want to live a life where it's like, oh, things are just passing by, or I wish, or it's just like, no, like, this is where I want to be and this is what I'm going to do in order to get there. And so that's just kind of the conversations that I've been having with myself. And just, I love journaling and just saying, okay, what is the inventory? What is it that I want to do? And I know, especially with me and finances, like I haven't had any episodes on real estate. I need to have an episode on real estate, but I want to build my real estate portfolio. I want to have a great portfolio. And of course I have something in the works, in the makings, but just even getting in a strong financial space and listening to podcasts where I'm learning about people who are purchasing real estate at a higher level, who are able to build these big portfolios, and just kind of buckling down in terms of, okay, what's your plan going to be? How are you going to acquire the properties? What is that going to look like for you? And so just, again, overall doing an inventory and just wanting to level up. And I want the person that I want to attract, I want to be that person. Like, the things that I'm asking for, I want to be that person. Because me, I want a man who takes care of himself. I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself. I want somebody who is in a great financial space. And that doesn't mean that you have to be wealthy, but you have to have a wealthy mindset. And so, I have that mindset, but just continuing that, how do I strengthen that? I want to be in a space where I am constantly learning and evolving. And so I want somebody who's doing that. So I have to make sure that I'm constantly growing and evolving. And so everything I'm asking for, I want to be that. Everything that I want for myself, I want to work towards that. And then one day when I have kids, I want them to be able to see, like, man, my mom, like, she's a go-getter. She said she wanted X, Y, and Z, and this is what she put in place, and she actually is doing it. And so I think it's not so much about only wanting to attract that type of person, but also just doing it for myself. Like, I want to prove to myself, like, you can do it. Whatever you say you want, you can pray about it and you can work towards it and you can do it. And so that's just where I am now. Again, I just don't want to live a life where I can look back and be like, dang, I wish. I want to look back and be like, girl, you did that. Like, you did it. Good job, you did it. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at with everything. Again, this is Brianna Thizard's journey. So this is just my journey of life and where I'm at. I'm in my late 20s. I'm screeching up to the 30s, and I'm honestly so excited for that decade to see how much I grow. I feel like I've grown so much in my 20s. I feel like I've done so much in my 20s, and I'm so proud of myself, even though I can be very hard on myself. But the best is yet to come, and I know that I can be better. I know that there's things that I can do, and yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. And so thank you if you have gotten this far. Honestly, thank you so much for watching. Sometimes I get a little discouraged on YouTube because the views are so much different than like an Instagram or a TikTok. But I said, this is another thing that I wanted to prove to myself. I said, I want to be consistent on YouTube. I want to grow a YouTube channel. And so I want to post consistently. My schedule was every Sunday. And so you see, I'm not in my typical location. I am in my car. But honestly, I still had something to say, and I still wanted to make sure I posted on Sunday. And so this is where we are. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. I post a video every Sunday. Next week, I should be in my room. But if not, I'm still posting a video. Again, I just want to share my journey and just where I'm at. I don't want the videos to be super long, but just want to share my journey, and anybody that resonates with this or also on that journey of like, listen, I want to level up too. Like, there's certain things in my life where I want to change. Maybe it's in finances, maybe it's paying off debt, maybe it is just attracting better potential partners, whatever that looks like, and just becoming the person you want to attract and just overall leveling up. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday.